GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
So, Fat Man.
Who is this?
I know. It's been such a long time. Last time we were on the air, we contemplated quitting wrestling altogether.
Who is this?
It's Sleazy.
Who?
Sleazy.
Oh, that bitch!
Fuck it, let's just get to the show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
It's the Fat Man.
And welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Blue Smock Nancy, they're awesome. They let us use that wonderful song on Zenling Differences. You can find them on iTunes and Spotify. Whew.
I gotta pee.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, I am. I do not gotta pee.
Thank goodness. But you better get your show bladder on because we got a shit ton of shows to run. Considering we're in an age where shows aren't actually happening, we're reviewing a lot of shows.
And we're still aren't reviewing two of them. Well, I mean, technically four of them, but they're two nights?
Yeah, well.
God fucking damn it.
This is your fault.
My fault?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. But I think it is.
Okay, whatever.
So what I think we should do is we should start in random order from chronological standpoint. Like we should just like start with the second most recent one. How do you like that?
No.
No? Third
No.
most recent one?
This was going to happen. There's going to be dead air for about 35 minutes. You're going to hear a knock on your door, and I'm going to kick you in the fucking balls. And there'll be dead air for another about 40 minutes, and then we're going to cover Dominion.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll cover Dominion then. Jesus Christ. Cut out the fucking middleman, you goddamn fucking asshole.
Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
Yeah, so I put some tag team matches in your fucking tag team match so you could tag team match while you tag team match. 6-man tag. Let's start. I'm not even going to read them. Honestly, there was a bunch of 6-man tags. It's like literally the first 2 hours of the card were 6-man tags. They were all about the same. They got all about the same amount of time. It feels like 2 hours. To be fair, it wasn't. They're each around 10 minutes each. But the thing was, after every match, they had to get out there, run those ropes with sanitizer, sanitize the ring and everything. It was kind of a... Let's talk about the show itself. We get commentary from Rocky Romero and Kevin Kelly, but the funny part about it all is that you have this very strange setup for the Japanese commentary where you got two guys on each side of all I could say is like a 50-inch screen where the third person is doing commentary, and sometimes he has guest commentary in the screen. It's so strange. What were your thoughts about this? Because there were a lot of people here, considering.
Yeah, it was a third full, because they're way ahead of us in terms of, mask wearing and social distancing and shit like that, because, people here in our country confuse inconvenience with oppression.
Of course we do. That's how we roll.
So if we would have, quarantined for a month at the beginning of this, we'd be having shows in front of crowds now. But because America, we're not. So
don't even get me started, man. Jesus.
So yeah. But I kind of like that they, clean the ring after every match. That's what they were supposed to do. I'm fine. I was fine with it. I'm
fine with it too. I thought it was the only thing that I kind of didn't like about it was it made the show drag on at times where if we were Japanese speaking and we could take in what was happening between the matches, it probably would have been better. But because you're only getting English commentary and not getting subtitles, it's kind of, you end up going, okay, there's the match. Now we got to wait 15 minutes for the next one. Which, you know, it's an unfair criticism, I think, but it's still a criticism nonetheless. So the first match was, Kojima, Nagata, Taguchi versus the team of Hanma Togi Makabe and Gabriel Kidd, who was a LA Dojo student. Traditional sixth man, same shit, different day. Do you have any input on this at all? I mean, it literally, it was a warm boil of water. It was like 2.5 stars. It was the same type of 6-man tag they've been having since the beginning of the year.
2.25. I'm wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it too. Next match was another 6-man. LIJ, what's left of LIJ, went against Chaos, which was Ishii, Toru Yano, and Yota Tsuchi, who I believe is another young lion. I've never seen him before. Once again, 6-man. Same shit. I mean, it was a little better, but not even enough to boot it up past 2.5 stars again.
I gave it 2 3/4. Meltzer gave it 3.5.
Oh, because he's a fucking mark.
Yeah, I just put in my notes slightly above average match. Same shit. Like
same shit, different match. Literally.
Yep.
Then we got the third one, Suzuki-gun. Suzuki-gun versus Tenzin Master Wato and Yuya Uemura. Okay. The only difference between the first two and this one is that they had a bit of a, post-match beatdown. Whoop-de-doo. Same match, different people? I mean, once again, 2.5 stars. It's really the same for me.
2.5.
Yeah.
I went same as the other matches. Meltzer gave it 2, which was kind of interesting, but
that's kind of strange. But whatever.
Which is, yeah.
It's not like we're not watching New Japan all that much, but at least we have an idea of what's going on. I don't know. It's kind of strange, especially with the next match. You have pieces of the Bullet Club, Bone Soldier, and Takahashi. Can I say I missed a presence here on this card?
Bullet Bunny?
Yeah, really. God damn.
Sorry, Slizzy, no microscope and tweezers for you.
Yeah. But they were going against Okada and Goto. And having Okada in the middle of a card is strange to me. It really is.
My notes were so weird seeing Okada in a mid-card tag team match, getting his ass kicked and losing.
Yeah, it was.
The match was a squash.
Yeah, it was, and Okada took 90% of the heat too, which is kind of strange. Not a huge fan of it, but it was better than the 6-man, so I gave it 3.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I gave it half of what you did. 1.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Meltzer gave it 1 3/4.
What?
Yup.
I thought it was better than the 6-mans. I'm sorry. Not that I'm saying that this was great, but it wasn't bad. I didn't think. And then we had the Never Openweight Championship. The first singles match on the card. We're 5/7 of the way in. Shingo Takagi versus Sho of Roppongi 3K and High Voltage. What did you think of this match?
Finally, a good match.
Yeah.
Nothing much to it, but at least it was good. 3 stars.
My problem with the match is that it was too long. There's one point.
Are you eating?
Yes, I am. Because I'm a fucking...
I can hear the fork, and...
It's a wonderful bowl of stew that my beautiful and lovely wife made and brought to me. That's why she was in the room earlier. And I haven't had dinner, obviously, because...
I cooked dinner early because I know what time we were taping, so fuck you.
Well, 10 minutes before we were taping, I was still sitting on the couch going, I feel like I need to do something, but I don't remember what. That's not a work. That's a shoot.
Then I message you, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Yo, sweet. Okay, yeah, I better go set that
Because
up.
I actually almost invited Kenzie and Gus and the kids over. I was texting her, being like, "Hey, if you're not doing anything, come over. I'll cook some sausage." I'm like, "Shit! Delete." I'm like, that won't work well tonight.
Oh well. I thought it was a really nice match. I gave it 3.5 stars. I think it was a little long, though.
Of course.
I think
it was long.
I think it was a little long, but it doesn't hold a candle to the main. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh, definitely. Meltzer gave this match 4.5 stars.
Of course he did. A fucking mark. So, time for the IWGP Tag Team Championship. Oh, by the way, Takagi won.
Retained, yep.
Retained it. The Dangerous Techers. What? Okay. Which is Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr. of Chaos. They defeated, and this kind of blew my mind because I didn't realize they were tag team champions, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi.
Neither did I.
I looked, I'm like, wait, what? When did they become tag champs? I know we've been a little off, but holy shit, what the fuck happened? And they lost. We have new tag champs. This was another strange match. It was nearly 30 minutes long. It was pretty good, but once again, too long for my liking.
Really good storytelling. I think it made the match better with the knee work on Tanahashi.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I gave it 3.5 stars.
Okay, so I gave it 4 stars. Fucking Mark piece of shit.
Yep, Meltzer gave it 4.25.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
That fucking Mark's bigger than me. Physically and more of a Mark. Both. What do you think about these two guys being tag champs now? Do you think it works?
Can I talk about it after the main event?
Okay, sure. We have Naito versus Evil, which was a singles match for both the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. It went 38 minutes and 1 second, and holy shit, we have a new double champion in Evil. Wow.
I have a theory. I don't think it was supposed to be Evil in this spot.
Who do you think it was supposed to be?
I think it was supposed to be Kenta.
Oh, really?
Because
Kenta makes sense. He's injured now, right?
No, he's quarantining still. Or maybe
yeah, that's right, yeah.
And then so is Jay White. So the two big Bullet Club members still can't get to Japan.
Right.
And they want to still boost the Bullet Club up because we talked about at Wrestle Kingdom that the Bullet Club just lost every match except Jay White.
Yeah.
So and they were kind of getting buried. So they're putting more emphasis on the Bullet Club, and their top two members they're not there. So I think by default they put it on Evil, and I don't think he's ready for it.
Absolutely not. I think it's crazy ghetto booking. I mean, it really is. I feel like that they...
I like the storytelling of LIJ and Bullet Club and how Evil was like a mole type person and blah blah blah. Like the storyline makes sense, but I think they should have reversed it because, like I said, the Bullet Club has just been losing and losing and losing, and now all of a sudden we're supposed to believe they had moles everywhere. But if they had moles everywhere, wouldn't they have been winning?
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
More like, so I'm like, huh? So I get the storytelling, but it just doesn't make sense type thing.
Well, to be fair, this main event was booked like a Monday Nitro from 1998. Holy shit, run-in.
Yep, disappointing. Far too long. Could have been done in 15 minutes and not 38. Shocked that Evil won, but I just explained why.
One of the most telling spots of the entire match was this. I was watching it on my computer while I was watching or doing something else at work here, because I'm still at home, obviously. And I look up and I see Evil putting Naito in a sharpshooter. And I'm like, okay. So I go back, do some typing, and I look back up. He's still in the sharpshooter. I'm like, okay. That's strange. That's a long time. Go back, typing, and look back up. He's still in the fucking sharpshooter. I went back and see how long he was actually in it. He was in it for over 2 minutes. It's fucking ridiculous how long it was.
Yep. I also put, I don't think he was the right guy, but they want to continue the story. He was kind of the third in the Bullet Club type thing. They kind of fast tracked it because, I think, what was it? The New Japan Cup was the night before.
Yeah.
So
they kind of had to be fair.
So I think taking the title off Naito was the wrong call, but that's not just. But they're telling a different story. So I
unlike WWE, I'm happy to say let's see where it goes. But it's kind of a strange pull on somebody like Evil, especially when, how should I put this? His, fiance is NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you got going on there, huh? Are you trying to make sure that Evil stays? Is that what the real plan is? I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm not saying it's not the case. But we've already lost one the other way, so to speak. So,
I don't think that's the case.
I don't know.
Like I said, I think they did it because they just didn't have Kenta or Jay White to do it.
Yeah, but now, why Evil?
Name me another Bullet Club member besides Kenta or Jay White. Ding, 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 ding.
Bone Soldier, obviously.
You have him in the tag division.
Why?
Well, Evil was in the tag division.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Ishii, they could have pulled the card with Ishii. They could have pulled it with a lot of people that were on this fucking card.
They went with Evil.
They could have put it on fucking Hiromu. That would have been a more shocking thing. And you could easily tell the story that I was out for a year. Nobody came to see me when I was out. Evil makes no sense, even if you want to confine it to the LIJ stable, even.
Because Sonata's a better worker, for one. And
also, why bring in Dick Togo again?
Who?
That was the guy that was revealed after Evil 1.
I know. You mean Dick to go?
Ha ha ha. Dick's to go. I mean, it's a lot of questions on the booking, but whatever.
So, couple takeaways. Obviously, I said I'll come back to the tag title match. Do I think that they would make good champions? And I purposely want to go back to main event because it doesn't matter. Their focus isn't on the tag division.
It never was. Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, they're more focused on these double champions, which in fact is inherently, and I think I said this when we covered Wrestle Kingdom, a bad idea.
Yeah, especially now that they're running shows where anytime they run a match, they've got to clean the ring.
Well,
it makes the shows longer, which means less people can get on there, which means a lot.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying having a double champion who only really defends the title in one match instead of separately isn't a good thing.
Oh, I agree with that.
If
Yeah.
you're going to have a double champion, have them defend it separately. But they're not doing that. They're just going, okay, this match is for both titles. This match is for both titles. Like, no. Because you're now, the Intercontinental title means jack shit.
Right. It's not giving any prestige to the IC belt.
No.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I know people are going to be like, but they're defending, but the world champion has it and he's defending it. Therefore, they're seeing it as equal footing. No, it's not. It's just an extra prop to carry around.
Yeah, it's no different than the Eurocontinental title.
Right.
No one gives a fuck. It's effectively one title right now.
Yeah. So, thoughts on the show? Way too many tag team matches and it was meh.
Yeah, I mean, it was... Was it worth my time watching it? I'm not sure, even.
Nope.
I mean, it was a warm bowl of water for the vast majority of it in the main event.
So,
outside
spoiler.
What's that?
Spoiler. I watched Extreme Rules, then immediately watched Dominion.
I'm sorry.
And I messaged you something, but we'll get to that when we talk about Extreme Rules.
Didn't we say a bunch of things before we watched any of these shows?
Except the AEW show. So we planned on doing the Great American Bash and Fyter Fest. I got through Fyter Fest and night one of the Great American Bash.
I didn't get through any of it.
And theoretically, I probably could have got through night two today. But you said you didn't get through any of it, so I'm like, fuck it. I got about halfway through night two. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll watch the rest later. We'll cover those shows next show.
The work reason is we needed something for more content on our next show.
The shoot reason is so you didn't watch them.
Right.
But we did get to watch Fight for the Fallen, which was after those two shows. It was the Dynamite episode from July 15th. And the show starts off with the
Go ahead.
AEW TNT Championship. Cody defends against Sonny Kiss. Okay, so for this show, Meltzer only gave one match a star rating. And I can let you guess which one it was when we get to it. Was it this match?
No.
You're right. So I don't want to be all PC here. Okay?
Oh, God.
So
We're thrown off the fucking air.
No.
We're not even fucking close. We just got off a fucking show.
Listen, it's actually the opposite thing of what you think I'm going to say. So, Cody been wrestling as a face this whole time.
Question mark.
But when he wrestles Sonny Kiss, he becomes super aggressive. God damn it, Sleazy.
Sorry.
So, I know the storytelling was, he's not taking Sonny Kiss lightly. But to me, it looks like he kind of hates transgender people.
Oh, Jesus. To be fair, pretty much every match he's been in, he's been more aggressive and more heel-like.
Okay, because not the Fyter Fest show, he wasn't.
You're correct, because
which was the show before this one.
I know.
So if he did it the week after, okay, fine. But going from Fyter Fest and then watching this, going, huh? Where did this come from?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. I'm like, wait a minute. I understand why they're doing it, but to me, personally, it's like, does Cody hate transgender people? So he's like wrestling a normal match against normal people. When he's in there with a transgender person, he beats the fuck out of them?
Because why not?
I thought the match was good.
Yeah, it was decent.
I don't. They could have done it better. Not just the whole aggression thing type thing, but they could have. Yes, Sonny Kiss got offense in, but like it was a 10-minute, 45-second match, and the first 7 minutes was Cody beating the fuck out of Sonny. So like, and then Sonny just hit spot moves, which were impressive.
Yeah,
but it's like,
but Sonny got her shit in. So I mean, okay, cool. But it was.
But then here's another thing. Another thing I didn't like was it was weird when Cody got aggressive. Even the commentary team didn't take Sonny Kiss as a threat.
Yeah, that was kind of strange.
So that also didn't make any sense. But guess what? It's a Cody Rhodes match. And how for the last year and a half have we been talking about how Cody Rhodes matches don't make sense?
Yeah, and it's just getting worse.
So,
well, here's the thing: is that this whole U.S. Open Championship gimmick that he's got going on here is just it isn't. I'm not saying it isn't working.
No, Sleazy. AEW started that, didn't you know? AEW fans will tell you they're not copying WWE. They didn't do that. So you're wrong. You're wrong, Sleazy.
The difference was that AEW is actually bringing in indie talent here and there. To be fair,
yes,
but it's the same fucking gimmick.
And to be fair, yes, they're bringing in indie talent, but when John Cena's having better matches than you,
wow,
with the same gimmick,
wow, okay, we're doing hot fire shit, huh?
At me, bros, I'm right, and you know it.
You can get a hold of Fatman at TWS Fatman on Twitter. Leave me the fuck out of it.
But I thought the match was good. I give it 3 stars.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. 3 stars. I think that in the future, when they start bringing in more, like they had Eddie Kingston on, and I didn't
you know how I love Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, I know. So
King of the 2-star match.
You can find Fatman on Twitter at TWS Fatman. Eddie.
I'm doing a lot today, aren't I?
Yeah, you are on a fucking roll. Yeah, I hope that the gimmick culminates with an indie guy getting signed and winning the title.
It has to.
I feel like it has to too.
Will it? But it has to.
I mean, who is he going to lose it to otherwise? Marco Stunt?
It's going to be like, I was going to say Jungle Boy, but like.
Okay, so we're on the same page at least.
But also at the same time, it's probably going to be one of these. Oh, God, do I.
Say it.
Fuck me.
Say it.
Zack fucking Ryder. That's probably who it's going to be. Somebody like that, you know what I mean? Like a newly released guy.
Dog, I heard you liked released WWE's guys, said Scott D'Amore.
Okay. Lucha Bros versus FTR. Was this the match that Dave Meltzer rated?
Yes.
No, it was not.
Damn it.
Match with 13 minutes, 25 seconds. I gave it 3 3/4. I thought it was great, but it was such a disappointment. It could have been so much more.
I 100% agree with everything you said, but the star rating. I gave it 4
stars.
No, I just gave it 4.
Oh. Match was shit. 4 stars.
Mm-hmm. It's the classic, these guys should have had a better match than this, but it was only 13 minutes. So maybe down the line we'll see a better match out of them. I don't know.
I hope. The Elite versus Jungle Express. Was this the match that Dave Meltzer rated?
No.
100% was.
Really?
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks Come on.
Damn.
Fucking
If only I'd known.
Of course it was. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks? Come on.
He came in his pants.
He gave it 4 1/4.
Of course he did.
I'm wrong.
What?
I thought it was fucking great. Literally in my notes, great as expected. Nothing more.
I wasn't a huge fan of it. 4 1/4.
Yeah, of course.
No, it was a great match.
There was a segment in between here about something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was like Nia Rose. Was it this? Nia Rose introducing
her manager,
Vicky Guerrero, which
yeah,
again makes no sense because during Double or Nothing, they panned to Vicky during Penelope Ford's match, and Vicky looked pissed that Penelope Ford lost.
Yeah, because she likes heels.
Okay, but
Nyla's a heel.
She didn't do that the whole fucking night, though. Only during that match and only for Penelope Ford. So...
Fuck you and your logic, okay? This is AEW. Wins and losses matter.
Yeah, Brian Cage. God. They just go up and up and up in the AEW, man. Okay. We have the Nightmare Sisters, which is Allie and Brandy Rhodes. Rhodes versus Mackenzie Page and MJ Jenkins.
Okay.
Like 2 minutes, it was what it was supposed to be to get the Nightmare Sisters over. So Allie and Brandy don't like each other, but they keep winning matches.
True. I think. I mean, I'm Brandy Rhodes should not be wrestling. I know that's a weird hot take, I guess, but she's
so. I agree.
She should absolutely be, and I know some fucking simp Mark is going to look at me. Well, she can wrestle whenever you want. Me. No, I think that her best role is being able to be that, and she kind of plays around with the brand officer, but being that type of manager role / the face of the division / company / promotion / being able to walk out onto a stage, and Fat Man will say this, she's not in my attractive pool, but she is a very attractive woman, and she's a perfect person to put out in front of crowds to get people riled up about AEW. Her as a performer, no. Sorry. No. Not dude.
So, if they wanted to have Brandy wrestle, this is going to sound so weird coming from me. This is kind of the way to do it. Put her in a tag team match with an experienced wrestler in Allie, Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
Who can help her with, quote, Dustin Rhodes on the outside, also giving pointers. If that's what they want to do with her, they're actually kind of doing it the right way.
I'm not saying
they're not letting her have singles matches.
I agree with that. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So, I'm not saying that she shouldn't get in there.
No, but I'm 100% agree with you. She's that valet / manager / authority figure. She works well in, and Brandy Rhodes is super attractive.
Right.
And so is Cherry Bomb.
And absolutely. Don't get me wrong either. But and this is coming from, and once again, this is coming from a man who his entire professional wrestling career is manager GM. I'm not working matches left and right. I understand why someone like her would work well as a valet, works well as an authority figure, works well as a brand / marketing person. I get it. I get why she's so good. She just wants to step in the ring. That's fine. And the way they're doing this now, yeah, absolutely. That's great. But I don't think it's the correct role for her.
Oh, I don't either. But like I said, if they wanted to go this way,
this is the way to do it.
This is the way to do it, yes.
We spent more time talking about that than we did with the 4.5-star match that Meltzer rated, I want to point out.
AEW World Championship. Jon Moxley versus Brian Cage. Match went 15 minutes.
Wasn't this title for title?
No. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The FTW title, because that was super important in
1997? 98? When did he introduce that? I can't even remember.
I don't even fucking care. That's the thing. I don't care. What, in the annals of pro wrestling history, what did the FTW championship mean?
It meant
so in
nothing.
Even in ECW, what did it mean?
It meant nothing. It was literally a prop to keep Taz in a year-long feud with somebody who
Shane Douglas
was
so.
Yeah,
Shane Douglas didn't want to face Taz, or something happened in a match, one of the two, and Taz didn't win the title. So Taz pretty much made the fuck the world title, and then as soon as he won the world title, that title went away.
Right.
So why are you bringing it back now? What's the fucking point? There is no point.
There's no reason for it to exist.
No reason for it, and if you would have debuted Brian Cage and had him just murder people, would have been more effective than to give him a useless fucking prop.
I 100% agree. In fact, I disagree with even putting Taz with him.
So do I.
There's no reason why Taz's ability to get other people over should not be used on Brian fucking Cage. He can get himself over in the ring any day of the week. Why are you... And this, once again, sounds crazy to a guy who spent his entire career working as a manager. Why are all these fucking managers in here?
I don't mind the managers. Well, they're putting them with the wrong people.
Yeah, well, look at...
That's the thing.
Cody does not need Arn Anderson behind him.
But Cody and Arn Anderson doesn't make any sense anyway because it's Arn fucking Anderson and he hates the Rhodes family.
Right.
So why is that there? One, Cody can talk. The reason you have a manager is to get other people over. One, Cody owns the company. Doesn't need a fucking manager. If he's doing it to do Arn a favor, that's fine, whatever. But Arn's also a producer. He doesn't need to have an on-screen role. So that makes no sense. Put Arn with someone like, I don't know, Shawn Spears, what you did with Tully Blanchard, to get over a heel because he's Arn fucking Anderson.
Exactly.
Taz, great talker. Put him on commentary because when he did commentary on the show, he was fucking awesome. Have him put people over that way. Or if you'd want, put Taz with, I don't know, a guy like Shawn Spears, so someone, or a debuting new heel like, I don't know, Zack Ryder, who only goes woo, 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 and can't cut a fucking promo. Boom. Establishes fucking Zack Ryder as a threat. Boom. You have him there. Why Brian Cage? He's big, he's strong. Can Brian Cage cut a promo? But you don't need him to. You just need to beat the fuck out of people.
His gimmick is beating the fuck out of people.
God damn, I'm shooting today. Fucking... Nyla Rose. You don't need a manager. You don't. Yes,
she's a good enough promo on her own.
That's also true, but she's a fucking badass. So you don't need her to have fucking Vicky Guerrero. The Penelope Ford, even putting Vicky with Penelope Ford, I can't talk today, doesn't make sense because she has Kip Sabian. But then why tease the fucking Vicky girl getting pissed because she likes Penelope Ford? So that just is useless. Put her with someone like Statlander, who's also big but can't cut a promo. There's so many fucking people that you can utilize these managers for and they're just putting him on the wrong people.
Exactly, 100%.
I don't mind the managers, just do it right.
Yeah, but they're putting managers in just to put managers in. They're not being used to get the talent over. They're being used as their own real estate almost. I mean, the key point of a manager is not to get the heat for yourself. It's to get the heat on your guy.
Yeah.
You know, and that's exactly the opposite of what's going on here. People were interested in the Cody Shawn Spears match, not because it was Cody and Shawn Spears, but it's because Arn and Tully were on each side.
And that match was fucking god awful.
It was god awful, but that's not my point.
I know. So, but Taz plays a factor in this match. So let me get this straight. Moxley doesn't really have a submission, and they've been claiming the whole feud up to this fucking point was, can Moxley put the paradigm shift on Brian Cage? Brian Cage is too strong. His neck's too thick. It won't affect him. So you have a finish with a thrown-in towel for an armbar?
I don't know where to begin. I mean...
Oh, by the way, he hit the paradigm shift 100% cleanly. Wasn't even like just out of nowhere.
Right.
No setup, not like teasing it. He just hit it out of nowhere. The whole feud up to this point was all like, hey, can I hit the paradigm shift? He hits it.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter. Oh, by the way, you know what else mattered? The fucking finish, because Brian Cage got right up and didn't sell the fucking arm.
Exactly.
What was the point?
I don't get it.
Better if he lost to the paradigm shift.
Honestly, yeah, because there's no reason for it.
This is what you're doing. You're technically, Cage never tapped out. He never submitted. He wasn't pinned. So you're, quote, protecting Brian Cage in that finish.
But you're not.
But you're not. He lost. There's no the heat's now going on Taz for throwing in the towel. Yes, his client, JR, kind of did a good job. He's like, well, you got to see with, you know, it's his client. It's his investment. You know, if he's out of action for, you know, 6 months, he doesn't have anybody. But okay, good job, JR.
Yeah, because JR knows enough about the business to fucking cover a stupid fucking booking decision like that. Which, by the way, they just finished doing this to Brody fucking Lee.
So you have Moxley fake an eye injury to win a title. Fake eye injury for a month. Go to other promotions with said fake eye injury and wrestle there for a month to win the title. You have him choke out Brody Lee. Then you have a towel thrown. He hasn't won technically clean in any of his title defenses.
There might be a couple minor ones, but in terms of the major shows that they've had, no, he hasn't won clean. Really, truly. It's fucking ridiculous. And there's a sense in me that wants them to do better. You know, we've had this discussion multiple times on this show, is that we're here to critique shows so that hopefully, you know, we can see what the problems are and hopefully, you know, pull out why they're problems and be able to communicate that with our audience, and maybe we can, you know, help change the business for the better. And that's always been our goal for years. I don't know what to say to this. I mean, it's like they got hit in the head with a fucking hammer. It's exactly the same fucking problem. This
is why you don't give wrestlers creative control. Because they're going to go out and do storylines that make no fucking sense.
Cody is the exact reason why you don't do that. Especially when he's also the boss.
I vaguely understand what they were trying to do with the finish. Like I understand that what they put on paper, what they were thinking. But they have to go back and go, will this work? And the minute Brian Cage got immediately up and no-sold that arm, that's when that finish got fucked. So maybe he forgot to sell the arm. Maybe that's on Brian Cage. But as soon as that happened, that negated all the fucking work throughout the match.
Or maybe it was an intentional reason because he is a fucking machine and Taz made the incorrect decision by throwing in the towel.
Maybe.
I think that's where they were going with it.
I didn't watch Dynamite.
I didn't either, but I think that's where they were going with the storyline, is that Taz kind of screwed him. But
then why didn't he go after Taz? He went right after Moxley.
No idea.
So then I don't even, that doesn't make sense to me. So
well, neither does the other one either.
Right. So, but even if I watched Dynamite and that's what they did, I'm like, then why didn't you just go after Taz? Be like, why did you throw in the towel? The whole point of that finish was to re-debut Darby Allin.
I agree with that, yeah.
So that's why they did it.
Yeah.
That was also wrong.
That was dumb. It was dumb.
They could have done the next week. And in the opening segment, during that promo between Brian Cage and Taz.
They tried to pop the ratings. That's what happened.
Oh, it worked. They beat NXT.
Oh, God.
They beat NXT.
They beat NXT in that all-important demo.
Yeah. You know, Jericho's the... Oh, yeah, that's another segment, the fucking orange juice shit. And we'll get to that. We'll get to their match next show, but...
I'm a fan of Orange Cassidy.
No, so am I. But I'm talking about the Jericho thing. You know, he's a demo god now, which was funny. Like, I thought it was funny. But this is what... Okay, so this is what fucking... Okay, another shoot here. This is what AEW fans don't fucking understand. They look at the fucking ratings. Oh, AEW did 800,000 or something. NXT did 650,000. Oh, they beat them. AEW beat them. Well, they should be beating them every fucking week because you can watch NXT the next day commercial free on the WWE Network. And guess what? More than 150,000 watch NXT the next day or the next week on WWE Network. So did AEW really beat them? Did they really? Did they? Stacey, did they really beat them?
No, they didn't.
Did they? Did they really? They didn't beat them? Oh, okay. And I'm all for I'm all for this made up. What do we call it? The Wednesday night skirmish? Yeah. It's not a war. The Wednesday night skirmish. They didn't beat them. Yes, TV ratings.
The point is, it doesn't matter.
Watch NXT on the network than they do AEW on TNT.
It's a drop in the bucket in comparison to everything else.
That's another point. It doesn't matter. Ratings now do not matter. When I hear people go, "Oh, Raw's drawing the worst ratings ever," you're during a fucking pandemic. It's awkward to watch. We get that. We understand that. Of course they're going to draw low ratings. Everybody's drawing the lowest ratings they have been now. AEW dropped in ratings. NXT dropped in ratings. Everybody's dropping in ratings. Duh.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this is stupidity.
When fans come back into the crowd, ratings will go up. And I'm going to say this like I'm going to say it now. It doesn't fucking matter.
And that's the thing.
As long as USA and Fox are happy, it don't fucking matter. As long as TNT's happy, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Sources say...
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
That Fox and NBC are not happy with the ratings of Raw and SmackDown.
But TNT's happy with 800,000 viewers dropping 20%. 20% drop in their ratings, but TNT's happy with... That was a proven number. 100,000 to 800,000 is 20%. 20. Am I right? Is that right? 20%? 80? Yeah, 180. That's minus 20. Yeah, it's 20%, right?
Don't look at me. I shot off all my math skills to the Asian wife.
Fucking Asian fellas.
Hashtag Asian wife. I follow Carl Anderson's wife on Instagram now. So does the Sleazy Fat Man Instagram.
I'm sorry, Sleazy. I'm wrong. My math's wrong. It's 25%.
Okay, cool.
Not 20. It's 25%.
I was literally in a promo to put over our Instagram.
I don't give a fuck. It's 25%. So why don't fucking Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez and fucking Bruce Mitchell suck fucking Cody's, Kenny Omega's, and the Young Bucks dick even more and only report WWE's dropped ratings. So is fucking everyone else. Why don't you fucking get their dicks out of your mouth and actually do some real life fucking reporting? I'm sitting in a living room in Phelps, New York, in front of a computer, and I could do better fucking reporting than they can. But their, quote, sources tell me, fuck you, WrestleVolts 2 while I'm at it. Your fucking sources, all you do is copy-paste Dave Meltzer. Fuck you, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct all comments to @TWS Fatman on Twitter.
At me, bro. At me, bro.
God damn, you better have a fucking Glock because you've been shooting all fucking night. What did you think about the show as a whole?
The booking was terrible. Matches were fine, but the bookings were terrible. It's an AEW show. And matches were good to great, but the booking makes no sense, so it was AEW.
Well, let's move on. God damn it.
Are we?
Yeah, let's move on. We've talked enough about good wrestling promotions. Let's go down the hole.
Huh?
Impact Slammiversary. Remember Impact? Do you remember Impact?
Oh, by the way, at the end of this, I'm shooting too, by the way.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's going to be a long night. Impact had a big show. They played up all the fucking WWE releases because, you know, they can. They spent a lot of time working on that. We had at least one debut that everyone knew about before we actually got in here, which was the Good Brothers are coming to Impact. It was basically all but confirmed like 2 weeks before. Apparently they have signed 2-year contracts with Impact, but also they're working for Japan, ? And that was part of the deal. So cool. What do we got here? Let's start off with the open challenge with the Rascals. They were trying to figure out who would come and, you know, answer their challenge. And holy shit, the Motor City Machine Guns come out and actually challenge them and have a pretty decent match considering. They went 14 minutes, 17 seconds. Unlike the other shows that we've watched up to this point, they did have nobody in the audience. And we'll talk about some of the alternative things they did later on, I'm sure. How did you like the match?
Really good spotty tag team match. Nothing else to say.
I thought it was a great re-debut of Motor City Machine Guns. I think they didn't lose a fucking single step. It was a great way to, I'd say pop the crowd, but there isn't one. Pop the audience, and yeah, I gave it 3 stars. So
I gave it 3 1/4, so I'm wrong.
Ooh. So next match was the TNA World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. Okay. Moose.
iPhone.
Thank you. Went against Tommy Dreamer in an old school rules match, which is
No count out, no DQ. Just call it a fucking no disqualification match.
Isn't that an Extreme Rules match?
Or that.
Isn't
or a
it a
hardcore match.
street
Or a street
fight? Or any one of the... A Belfast Brawl?
Whatever.
A Chicago Hoss match? I don't know. Fucking A.
A Nashville tussle?
There you go. A Nashville tussle. Okay. It was a hardcore match with Tommy Dreamer. They're literally all the same nowadays because Tommy can only do so much nowadays. I get it. 2.5 stars. And I think I'm being generous.
You overrating
here we go.
Piece of fucking shit.
Half star?
3/4 of a star.
Yeah, see, here we go.
What the fuck was this? Dreamer looks slow and old, which he is.
He shouldn't be doing matches like this.
He shouldn't be doing matches, period. I'm like, I'm sorry, but he needs to retire. I mean, the drop kick that fucking Moose did to Dreamer's face, that was fucking pretty sick.
Yeah. I liked it.
There was a good DDT spot, but other than that, what the fuck? Oh, by the way, hold on. I'm doing these for a reason. There were headset issues during the first match. There were production issues during this match where they went to go show a replay, but it went to black.
Yep.
And then
classic Impact Wrestling.
Yeah. I'm saying this shit for a reason. There's going to be a reason.
Well, I want to also point out this was the first time I noticed it, but at least one point in this match they had foreboding music going on during the match. I was like, wait, what the fuck is that?
I'll get to it at the end.
Oh, God. Here we go. Gauntlet for the gold match to determine the number one in contender for the Impact Knockouts Championship. The participants were Alicia Edwards, Havoc, holy shit, Johnny Bravo, who was dressed as Taya and Rosemary, because that was the entire thing. Katie Forbes, Kiera Hogan, Kimberly, Nevaeh, Madison Rain, Rosemary, Susie, and Tasha Steeles. We're back, by the way. Sorry for cutting us all off here. But breaking news, the King of Pro Wrestling 2020 Championship Tournament happening in New Japan. Their Summer Struggle in Jingu is happening on August 29th. It's headlined by Evil versus Naito.
A rematch?
A rematch. That's not normal for
New Japan,
especially when somebody won the title. That's strange. Okay, whatever.
Oh, more spoilers. Know how I said Vicky Guerrero would do good with Chris Statlander? Well, Chris Statlander just had knee surgery.
Oh, I guess not.
So,
oopsie.
There's that.
So, let me get back to where we were. I just did all the participants. You know what's funny? I'm missing 2. Taya Valkyrie, who was actually in the match, as well as, whoever. And the person who won, Kylie Ray won. Holy shit. I did not expect Kylie Ray to win this match. Obviously, if you look down the card, you kind of see why, but at that point, I was like, whoa, holy shit. I thought they were going to put it on Tyler. But match was fine to decent. It was a Rumble match. I mean, they're Rumble matches. The last 2, they do one-on-one, though. They actually got a referee in there, and it was a one-on-one match for the last 2. How did you like it?
You said it was decent?
It was decent for a female Rumble. There was a lot
bad.
There was a lot of qualifiers to that.
It was really bad. It was half a star. You said that you were surprised.
I doubled your. I gave it a star.
You said you were surprised that Kylie Ray won, and I put in my notes, well, at least the right person won.
Okay.
So I'm like, So, yeah, it was bad.
What, you didn't like Katie Forbes shaking her ass?
Oh, I love that.
Ass-based offense is always the best offense.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was. For what it was, yeah, it was bad. Chris Bay and Willie Mack. X Division.
Well, we got to talk about Heath Slater coming in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was right around this time, too, wasn't it?
Cutting a promo with the mic not working.
Welcome to Impact, Heath.
And then some jobber came down, and then Heath destroyed him.
I want to point out some jobber that looked like... No? Really? Jinder Mahal?
And then you have Heath Slater and Rhino reuniting, and then Scott D'Amore going, "Oh, you're not socially distancing. Well, neither are you by walking up to them, fucker."
Well, no, that's not what he said. I will
It's a
get
closed set, blah, blah, blah.
it's a closed set, and you don't work here. That was the point of the promo.
But he did say that we got to socially distance. I'm like, but you walked up to them with no mask. So
Yeah, I know. That was stupid, but the point of the promo was telling Heath that he didn't actually work there. That's all. That was the entire reason for the promo and nothing more.
okay.
That's all I've got. I don't have anything else about that. Chris Bay and Willie Mack. Singles match for the Impact X Division title. The X Division is not about weight limits. It's about no limits.
But there's rules.
But there's rules. And Willie Mack did not fare well. He actually lost to Chris Bay. Which I don't honestly know anything about. This is literally the first match I've ever seen of Chris Bay.
Me too.
And I was impressed. But I think people...
Oh, shit. Meltzer star ratings. First match
shit,
gave
yeah.
3 1/4. The old schools match, he gave 1 1/4 or 1.5. Fuck him. And then the gauntlet match, he gave a dud.
Okay, what did he give this?
2 3/4.
I gave it 3.5, so I thought it was a decent title match, honestly.
3.5 is a really good match, Sleazy. I know your Sleazy star ratings are fucked. Even though you just called the women's gauntlet match decent and gave it 1 star.
No, I just told you that I qualified the shit out of that. For a women's gauntlet match in Impact, it was decent. But
Well,
yeah,
you're still an over any piece of shit.
because you
Okay
did
match
3.
for a house show.
Oh, you did 2.5, huh? Fuckers.
Sloppy as fuck. Just slow down. Slow down. Take your time.
But it's not about the weight limits. It's about no limits.
Well, your spots didn't fucking work because they were fucking falling all over each other. Slow down.
Look at you being a fucking booker. The North.
Ugh.
1 calendar year of holding the Impact Tag Team Championships. They went against Dear Lord in Heaven. This is 2012, and we're watching another
it's 2020, by the way, not 2012.
I wish it was 2012 because that would make a little more sense. Ken fucking Shamrock in the ring again with Sami Callihan challenging for the tag straps. What the fuck is this shit? I love Ethan Page. There's nobody knows this more than you probably, but I love Ethan Page. I think he's a great worker. I think he's got a great mind for the business. Josh Alexander's a great talent as well. What the fuck happened here? I mean, I hate to say this, but this was worse than the Gauntlet match. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but it's true.
If Tommy Dreamer needs to retire, Ken Shamrock needs to be put the fuck down.
What in the fuck?
Oh my fucking God, what was this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
He's literally standing there, letting the North break up pins and interfere while doing fucking nothing.
Yeah.
He got in the way.
He did. This was a 2-on-1 match.
He got in the way. Meltzer gave this 3 fucking stars.
What the fuck match was he watching?
What?
Was he back watching New Japan, watching those 6-mans again?
Was this?
I don't get this. I really don't get this. Why was this even a match to begin with? And why did they think Ken fucking Shamrock could run this match?
I gave it, you're going to call me overrated piece of shit, a 1.5.
Yeah, you overrating piece of shit.
Oh, this was bad.
This was a 0.5 star. This was terrible. Fucking garbage. Absolutely garbage. This had no business being on a pay-per-view.
Nope.
Especially considering, I'll give you this. If this was the only time Ken Shamrock got in the ring for Impact, I'd give it a little bit more of a pass. But it isn't. It's not even the second time. He is not a draw. What in the fuck are you doing?
Not only is he not a draw, he can't work anymore.
Well, that goes without saying, but it hasn't been the first time where somebody who couldn't work anymore was a draw to a show. The problem is he's not even a draw.
My point is, Mr. Wrestling Safety, he can't work anymore. He's unsafe.
I know that. That's not my point. There have been many times in business, and case in point is fucking Undertaker versus Goldberg. If you want me to bring a recent one out for you.
Yeah, no, I agree with that too.
That was unsafe as fuck. I get that. But at least those two guys were fucking draws. He had no business. Ken had no business in the ring and isn't a draw. What the fuck were they doing? They
threw him in there because they technically fired David. No, not technically. They did fire the Chris brothers. They were probably supposed to be in this spot, and they probably had to throw someone in with Callahan, and they're like, who do we got? That's not on the show. Oh, this 55-year-old fuck over here that can't work? It's a tag team match. He doesn't have to do much. Oh, my God.
I don't know what to say.
Next match. Next.
Jordynne Grace and Deonna Purrazzo in her debut match wins the fucking Impact Knockouts Championship in, I dare say, one of the top matches of the show. And that's not saying much, but I loved it.
I liked it. I gave it 3. I thought it was a physical and a psychological match where, oh my God, the arm work throughout the whole match played until the finish?
No, that can't possibly be the case.
It's 2020 and that's actually happening? Yeah. Psychology in a wrestling match?
I know. And it was a decent length without being too long. It was a great length. It told the story that it needed to. It made Deonna look like a fucking boss when Jordynne has been fucking running roughshod through the division up to this point. Deonna just basically put her on her ass. You know, it was really well done. I gave it 3 3/4 stars, and like I said, it was one of the best matches of the night. So
okay, I gotta call you an overrated piece of shit.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was still a good match. Oh, Meltzer gave it fucking crumpled it up. 2 3/4.
Of course he did. What? You didn't hear the word Bucks in it?
Bucks, Omega, Cody. There was no dicks in it for him to suck.
Point 100%. Pounce, period. Fatal 4-way for the vacant Impact World Championship.
There's 5 men in this match, Sleazy.
Yes, I know.
But only 3 of them were announced, so you're wrong on that one if you wanted to do the joke.
Fatal 4-way elimination match for the vacant Impact World Championship. Eddie Edwards, Ace Austin, Trey. What? Who the fuck is Trey? Why the fuck he's doing in this match? And holy shit, Rich Swann's back. Cool.
Stupid. So.
And holy shit, Eric Young's back.
Stupid. So. Earlier in the show, they had a promo with Rich Swann on crutches saying he's here because he wants the world title. And then everyone's surprised when he comes out not on crutches later. He literally fucking said he's here for the world title.
Well done with your subterfuge. What a fucking company this is. I'm serious.
By the way, I didn't know that he was the surprise. And when he came out, I'm like, wow, that makes fucking no sense. Cool.
The real surprise was Eric Young coming back. But everyone kind of knew Eric Young was coming back to Impact. I mean, the man breathes Impact / TNA wrestling.
So Eric Young says in the promo before the match that he won his world championship at Slammiversary. And I immediately went, no. I looked it up. Not only did he not win it at Slammiversary, he won it 2 months before Slammiversary on an Impact and lost it before a Slammiversary on an Impact. So Slammiversary played not even into his defeat. Why even say that? A simple Google search proves you wrong. Why even say that? In what you like to say, the year of our Lord 2020, where you have a phone you can easily look up in 10 seconds, why would you even say that? All you have to say is, I'm a former world champion and I want the title back. Why even add Slammiversary into it?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
I don't know what to say.
Well, then he had to do the most Eric Young thing ever and get busted open out of like a fucking punch to the dick.
I mean, this match was a clusterfuck too. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the other matches, but I was like, really? Whatever. At this point, it's like, I don't even care.
I thought it was still a good match. I gave it 3 1/4, but like,
Yeah, but I guess one of the problems with hyping up all these people potentially coming in means that you're inevitably going to be disappointed.
Oh yeah, and then they hyped EC3 up as the last thing you see on the show, not your new world champion.
Oh, let's talk about that.
But EC3.
The new world champion gets beaten the shit out of and has to get saved by fucking Gallows and Anderson. 'Cause fuck you. What the fuck? You don't even give him a fucking rub as being your new champion without, oh, we got to beat him down. Oh, no, wait, we got to have the Good Brothers out because the real people that are, the top of the card ain't the champion. It's the former WWE guys. Where have we heard that before? That is the most TNA thing ever.
And they made multiple references using the words TNA. Not Impact, but TNA.
Well, that fucking main event was the most TNA thing ever.
Meltzer gave it 3 3/4.
Fuck him. It's 3 stars.
Okay. So let me shoot. Because I've shot a lot today.
Really? You have?
I'm not fucking done yet. I'm not even done yet. And I don't care because you're going to say some bullshit. I don't give a shit. Dominion, Slammiversary, Fight for the Fallen. We're going to cover it next. Extreme Rules was better. I don't give a shit people are fucking talking about it. Oh, Impact had better paper than WWE. No, they fucking didn't. Not at fucking all. Look at these star ratings. Garbage. They're fucking garbage. This event was fucking trash. The only reason I hyped it up is their fucking favorite fucking jobber showed up. Fuck you. Dominion was a bunch of tag team matches that were the same with a fucking third-rate fucking world champion now. Impact didn't give a shit about their world fucking champions because he got, like you said, got beat down. It wasn't the last thing you saw on the fucking show. It was a former Impact guy, then a former WWE guy, now an Impact guy. Was the last image you saw.
Who was former WWE guy.
Right. Yeah, you're right. So, fuck you. Slammiversary was not better than Extreme Rules. Dominion was not better than Extreme Rules. Fight for the Fallen, maybe in-ring action was, but booking-wise was not better than Extreme Rules.
Oh, I'm going to fight you on that one.
But this isn't just because it's a WWE fucking homer. I've heard everybody on the fucking internet say that. It was not a better show. Now, let's get to a better fucking show.
Wait, were you watching old Ring of Honor shows?
Tables match. SmackDown Tag Team titles. The New Day versus Cesaro and Nakamura. 10 minutes, 25 seconds. Fuck, Dave Meltzer gave it 2 3/4.
Hey, Breeze. What color do you want?
Huh?
Never mind. Go on.
I thought it was a 3-star match. I thought it was good.
What? There's an Asian winning a title. Of course it's 5 stars for me.
Yeah. I literally put that in my notes. Sleazy's going to love it.
No, I thought it was a good match.
3 stars.
Decent opener. Yeah.
I'm surprised the New Day's lost, but now we know that Kofi's doing an injury angle.
Yeah.
Probably just needs some time off.
That's 2 out of 3 of them not working the show.
That's fine.
This is the time where you push Big E.
Yeah. That's fine.
Make him U.S. champ.
So booking-wise, it was the right decision.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great match. For what it was.
SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley defends against Nikki Cross. Oh, wait, hold on. Bayley with Sasha.
I can't do this all fucking night.
Defends against Nikki Cross with Alexa. Alexa was looking fun under that leather jacket. You can't deny that. She was fun.
I cannot deny that, actually. I will agree with that.
And Sasha always looks great.
Yeah.
Always.
No, you okay?
I gave this 3 stars. Wasn't a bad match at all. Not great. Nothing special. I thought the finish made sense because that's just how their characters are. No problem with it.
Screwy finish. What else is new?
Because it makes sense for the character to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, characterized and storytelling. Oh my God, it makes sense. So how bad was this match?
It was a decent match. It was 3 stars. You're right.
Slizzy, you got to change your star system.
No, it was a good match. It was a good match. I'm not saying it wasn't a good match. It was right on par with the Tag Team Nails match. Eye for an eye match.
I have to laugh. Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio. Meltzer gave the SmackDown Women's title match 3 1/4. 18 minutes, 35 seconds. Meltzer gave this 4 stars. I'm wrong?
You fucking garbage human beings over there.
As much as I think the stipulation is stupid as hell, I thought the match was great.
Oh my God.
Action was really good. I actually liked the ending to where I thought they were going to do some cinematic stupid shit, but they kind of made it, I'm not saying realistic because it wasn't that right, but I think it worked better. My expectations were super low on how they were going to end it, and it ended better than I thought they would be. And you're going to love this. I actually liked that Rollins puked.
He drawsed it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting
He's gonna puke.
since I watched the pay-per-view. I've been waiting for this show so I could say he draws it.
But I think because it shows that, he went too far, and then what he did, was just disgusting. I liked it. It was realistic. Oh my God, realistic storytelling in a goddamn match. That was good.
I don't know what the fuck to tell you here. I don't know. I mean, how can you look at this match and give it 4 stars?
Because it was a great match.
It was not. It was not. The finish was stupid. The premise was stupid.
The premise was stupid. The premise was 100% stupid. They could have done any more fucking stipulations in the fucking world. I will 100% agree with you on that. But I think they pulled it off as best as they could.
Okay.
Would you rate it?
2 stars.
How many?
2.
You underrating piece of fucking shit.
You overrating piece of
If
shit.
this
You
had
fucking
an Asian in it and was in the Tokyo Dome, you would have given it 3.5.
No, I would have given it 5, but that's beside the point. No, this was dumb.
Like I said, I thought the premise was dumb, but it's 2 great workers telling a psychological story that made sense.
Okay.
Oh my God, how rude.
Yeah.
Raw Women's Championship. Some Asian versus Sasha. Match with 20 minutes on the dot. Meltzer gave it 4 stars.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read my handwriting. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Because it would have been 4 stars for me.
But
except for the stupid fucking finish.
Besides the terrible camera work near the end.
That's also true.
Another match that I thought was really good.
You also didn't... Actually, between the 2 matches, we actually didn't talk about something. Because there was
another ending where people, like Sleazy, will hate the booking, but I loved it because it fit the character and extended the story. Which is what
6 fucking days?
I gave it.
It made no sense. You fucking marks.
It made 100% sense.
It made no sense. Especially when you literally just did the fucking gimmick 15 minutes before.
Which I will defend as saying, not just because Sasha's in it, because I know Asuka's in it too.
Oh, yeah, okay. Come on.
But listen.
I am bashing this match despite the fact Asuka's in it. So,
but I would defend him saying, I think the women's title match was supposed to be booked that way since Crown Jewel.
Yeah, okay.
But the U.S. title segment probably was thrown together that day. Actually, it was thrown together that day.
Absolutely not. You know why? Because 6 fucking days later, they did the title change anyway. In a stupid gimmick match, even worse than this one.
Wait, the Raw or the U.S. title?
The Raw one.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the U.S. title.
Well, the U.S. title might have been thrown together, but they were planning on this fucking bullshit ending anyway. And 6 days later, they fuck it up anyway. But it's bullshit.
It wasn't 6 days, it was 8. But still.
Oh, fuck you. No, it wasn't. Because it wasn't taped live.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't. So it was 1 day. 1 day later.
Point being, Kairi's out of the company. I'm very upset.
That's why
And they fucking dumped the title on her when they could have just done it here.
What I talk about how ratings...
No, fuck you. There's my answer to that. That's fucking bullshit.
I'm trying to justify. I think it's 100% bullshit too. But I liked the ending. It furthered along the story. Why is it, if this would have happened in the Attitude Era, people would fucking be like, oh, that's brilliant. It extends the story. But it happens in this era, oh, that's fucking garbage.
Because it just happened 3 times in a month. That's why.
So did people having bra and panties matches. So
and those are fucking matches highly regarded as some of the top matches in the universe, right?
So were everyone fucking blading every fucking match. So was chair shots every fucking match.
Yeah, and people loved ECW until they figured out that it was actually doing damage. And even then, Paul Heyman will tell you that it got to the point where that fans were so dependent on the blood that anytime they didn't do blood, it was shit on.
Yeah.
And they took it too far. Even Paul fucking Heyman, the biggest fucking carny in the world, said they took it too far. So
I'm sorry?
Okay, one of the biggest carnies.
I was gonna say, you don't think Jeff Jarrett is bigger?
Ooh. Now you got me fucking ranking carnies, you fuck.
You brought up the carny. Anyway.
Fair point.
3.5 star match. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
It would have been a 4-star match if it wasn't for the shitty ass fucking ending.
It wasn't shitty. Extended the story. You just want to bitch because for bitch's sake. Anyway, let's talk about a match that the next two are kind of what I thought dragged the show down, and probably the swamp fight. We'll get to it, but Extreme Rules match only for Dolph Ziggler, normal wrestling match for Drew McIntyre,
and loses the title if he gets disqualified or counted out.
Or counted out for the WWE title. 15 minutes, 25 seconds. Meltzer gave this 4 stars.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
By the way, Meltzer liked this show more than any other one either. So, oh shit, I'm wrong. Anyway, interesting stip, but
I will say Dolph Ziggler's stip on the match was absolutely well done. The problem is, if you're Dolph Ziggler and you're smart enough to make that stip, why didn't you just...
Smart enough to be like, he's at an 8 count. Why are you rolling back into the ring? You can be standing out there beating the fuck out of him till the count of 10. You win the title.
Exactly. He could have just dragged him backstage and won the title 12 seconds into the match.
Yep.
Or just bring him out to the side, handcuff him to the out of the side of the match, and win. Yep. That's how fucking John Cena won of Last Man Standing match.
Yep.
You know, this was not hard, and yet the cerebral fucking Dolph Ziggler couldn't even figure out how to win a match that he stacked the deck on.
Yep.
And that is the most Dolph Ziggler thing I've said probably ever.
Yep.
Also, terrible match.
Again, I don't think it was terrible, but the booking...
Oh, my God.
I gave it 2.5. It was an okay match for a house show.
Okay, I gave it 2.5 as well.
Okay, so, it was where the booking in this match kind of drug down. Probably, if it made sense, it probably would have been about 3.5 star match, but just like what you said, it's like, why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he doing this? It makes Dolph Ziggler now look like a goober because he can't win. He took all this time to think of the stip, but then can't figure out how to beat him
with the stip.
With the stip, and then he loses anyway. So it's like, oh, okay, that was one of 2. Oh, here we go. Red Sox getting destroyed. Yep. Okay, So that was one of the 2 things I had. Again, action was pretty good, but the booking kind of drawn that down. Swamp fight. What the fuck was this?
I don't know.
It wasn't even a fight.
It wasn't a fight.
I throw you in water. Then I throw you in water. And then I throw you back in water. And then Fiend comes up, the end. So the whole thing was to get the Fiend back. Which, one, predicted at Money in the Bank, where I said, I liked it. It furthers the storyline to bring the Fiend back. But the way they did it...
I don't know what to say about that. That's just...
So he drowned Braun Strowman.
Yes.
Braun Strowman's dead. He's dead.
Oh, he'd be in a long list of people that have died on the last 2 months of wrestling.
He dead.
Baron Corbin killed 2 people.
AJ Styles was buried alive.
AJ Styles is dead.
Now he's your Intercontinental Champion with the worst looking Intercontinental title belt.
I'm not even going to fight it anymore.
I mean, the Giant fell off a building and won the world title an hour later. So
okay, you got me there. But he did it with the help from the Yeti.
Yep, from the butt fucking of the Yeti. Yeah. What the fuck was this? I mean, this is a waste of time.
It was trying to be the Boneyard match, and it failed on so many levels.
They didn't even fight each other. It was like, fall in water.
Yeah.
Fall in water. Fall in water. I drowned you.
And, of course, we had to have somebody look like Luke Harper, but wasn't, obviously.
And I loved how... Okay, so the one part, again, kind of shooting again. People on the internet before I watched this match is like, oh, Sister Abigail looked exactly like Alexa Bliss. She wasn't playing Sister Abigail. They were doing a callback for when they were in the mixed tag thing.
What the hell was this shit?
You fucking idiots.
You goddamn
Alexa Bliss played Sister Abigail. No, she didn't. Fuck you again.
You said this was the better show.
It was the better show.
It was not the better show.
It was 100% the best show we covered today.
No, it wasn't.
What was?
AEW show was the best. Not by much, to be fair, but it was better. In fact, ranking them, for me, it would have been AEW, unfortunately, WWE, then, God, I can't believe I'm saying this, TNA, and then New Japan?
I actually think the Slammiversary show was the worst one.
I think it was close.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, and that's another thing too. Everyone was talking about how like Slammiversary was a better show than WWE, but yeah, their headsets cut out, their mics weren't working, their replays weren't working. There was delays when they had to go to replays, or delays when they had to go to video packages. Production, and obviously it's the given. Production wise, wasn't a better show because one, WWE, no one's going to top them.
Right.
But still, that way it's not, and in ring it wasn't. Booking wise, it wasn't. So
I would agree with that.
Every level, Slammiversary was not better than Extreme Rules.
And I agree with you.
I know. I just want to clarify that again. This episode is going to be called Shoot 'Em Up because
I think we've already named an episode that, though.
No, we haven't.
I don't know anymore.
Shoot 'Em Up Redux. How about that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Jesus Christ. People are fucking stupid as fuck.
Oh, God.
Oh, by the way, fuck Dave Meltzer. Because
he gave it 4.5 stars because it was a cinematic masterpiece or some shit.
Oh, no, he didn't rate it. I didn't rate it either.
So you didn't rate it?
No. So I'm wrong.
Okay.
Because I didn't rate it either, so I'm wrong.
Okay.
But no.
I called it shit and left.
I just want to say fuck Dave Meltzer because I haven't said it that much. Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, well. I went and looked at Eddie Edwards. Okay, so one quick thing I wanted to point out before we move on a little bit is, and I don't know why I didn't point this out earlier, but I don't even recognize Eddie Edwards anymore.
Right. So his gimmicks were like he's like a punk guy. It looks like he gained a little bit of weight. And I know I want my Eddie Edwards to be the technically sound Eddie Edwards. I don't want my Eddie Edwards to be fucking a Southie from Boston.
Yeah.
So, but I'm happy he won the world title. Now, if they can fucking focus on him as being their world champion instead of Heath Slater and EC3 and the Good Brothers and whoever else they fucking bring in.
Yeah, he'll be the 6th most important person on the card.
Yep.
Being the Impact World Champion. Well, well, the point I bring this up is that I'm looking on the Eddie Edwards' wiki page, and I'm scrolling down and go, oh, that's right. They're former 2CW tag champions. And their picture from when they were in 2CW is in the article, which I thought was pretty interesting. But
Josh being a fucking edit in Wikipedia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the case.
Hi, J.A.
Wow. Okay, so do you have news and rumors?
The one thing we didn't touch on last week,
Okay.
when we did or not last week, when we last taped, was WWE bought Evolve.
Oh, yeah, that was out of nowhere. Yay? Gabe Sapolsky is...
a rich man now, so he's
Yeah.
going to start up another wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
So Evolve's going to be NXT UK's developmental territory?
Well, the way things are going, they're not going to have NXT UK anymore.
Right. This is going to be the developmental territory?
It's going to be the developmental of developmentals, I think.
Cool. But hey, listen. The Evolve library on WWE Network, cool.
I'm very okay with that, because I would love to see some of those fucking, oh god, just thinking about that. There's some great Evolve cards that were out there. So
if they keep Evolve the way it is today, and they air it on the network, I'm for it. The more places where people can go to get in-ring time well, obviously there's no crowds, but in-ring time in front of a crowd and microphone time is a good thing.
I
Yes,
100% agree.
Yes, Evolved was like that, but more people are going to be able to watch them on the network.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm for that too. Of course the Mets are winning 3-0. God damn it.
You know what this also means? There are a bunch of contracts that Evolve has with wrestlers. So that means, technically, AR Fox is a WWE wrestler.
If WWE bought their contracts.
And if AR Fox has a contract with Evolve, even to begin with.
Listen.
I don't even think they do, but
I know our last show, we were being really PC.
oh god.
But when 2CW comes back, I want the return of the Spot Monkeys.
Please. I would love that.
There's nothing more than I would love than to see Rich Swann and floppy ankles in the ring.
Well, Rich has already been signed for it.
I know.
And most importantly, the biggest signing for 2CW.
The vacuum.
The vacuum is back. Yes. So, if you guys haven't gotten tickets, sorry. They're basically, for all intents and purposes, they're sold out. There might be a few general admission coming up for sale in a couple weeks, but basically the show's sold out.
So what you're saying is,
Yes,
Sleazy and the Fat Man will be there?
Sleazy and the Fat Man will be there. Unlike the last time where...
Fucking get off from underneath there.
Really? Unlike the last time where we missed the last show, so...
Because it was on New Year's Eve.
No, it wasn't. It was December 20th. Just like
What?
this one is in December 20th.
I thought it was on New Year's Eve.
That was a work.
Oh.
You got worked by Josh, asshole.
Oh.
Oh, wow. You know, he was the first Evolve champion, AR Fox?
Get out from underneath there, you asshole.
Actually, look. If you look at the Evolve champions, they're a who's who of indie darlings. AR Fox, Chris Hero,
Floppy ankles. Fat Chris Hero.
Drew Galloway, who's now the WWE champion, Timothy Thatcher, Zack Sabre Jr., Matt Riddle, Shane Strickland, Fabian Aichner, Austin Theory, who's obviously on there, and then the last one's Josh Briggs.
All of them are in WWE except AR Fox and Josh Briggs.
Yeah. That's craziness. All in Zack Sabre Jr. And technically Chris Hero's gone too.
And who?
Chris Hero's technically gone, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Yes.
So, but that's the vast majority of the current NXT rosters.
So all of them have worked for WWE except AR Fox and Josh Briggs.
Yeah. And technically, if WWE actually runs a show from now on, technically they've worked a WWE show.
Yep.
So that'll be nice. And also, that means Joe Gacy is a WWE superstar. I do know he has a contract with Evolve.
If WWE
bought their
bought
contract.
up the contract.
Yes. Just let me have this, okay?
No.
Of course you won't. Of course you won't. You fucking piece of shit.
I've been in a mood today. You think I'm going to let you have anything today? No. Oh, by the way, it's our 200th episode.
Yeah, technically it is our 200th episode. Even though it's kind of not. We're kind of
because we're missing like 4 or 5 in the. It's going to be like 205 or 206 or something like that.
Yeah, well, not only that, we did a bunch of specials. We did like side episodes. There's oh my goodness, there's so many extra episodes. We're probably on 220 even. So yes, this is our 200th episode, but it's not our 200th episode. But also, we're not naming it our 200th episode because we're doing something special for our 200th episode, which is something I don't even know what we're going to do.
So it's going to go from 199.
It's going to go 199
to 201.
Because that's how we roll on the wrestling show. Why?
Oh,
I don't fucking know. That's what we do. Any other news, rumors, anything like that?
You know what? Fuck it. No. We'll do it all next show if I want to.
Well, we do have some promotion to do as always. August 8th, we are doing the WNY PodCon. They're going digital. Okay? So that means it doesn't matter if you can't make it to Buffalo. You can actually see this online on Facebook. We will be doing a half-hour podcast. We haven't even figured out what we're doing, but it's going to be amazing because that's how we roll. But in all seriousness, it's from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Check it out. You can find it on the WNY PodCon Facebook event. Links all over our Facebook page. Also, links all over our Twitter at SleazyFatman. Great group of guys. As we always say. Yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
Gear Network. Check it out. Check out all the podcasts out there. The JC Money Show. It's great stuff. You know, all great stuff. Once again, great group of guys. I feel like I'm missing something.
WrestlingShow.com, Facebook.com/SleazyandTheFatMan. You already plugged my Twitter 10,000 times.
Mine's at TWS Sleazy. The show's
at me, bro. I don't give a fuck.
The show's at Sleazy Fatman on Instagram. I'm actually going to start posting on Instagram because apparently they aren't going to throw us off.
So there's going to be a lot of fucking Asuka, Kairi Sane.
Oh, you should see the
fucking
the following the accounts we're following are all fucking Asians. Every single one of them. I follow Carl Anderson's wife. We're following Penelope Ford.
She's not Asian.
I know. Zia Lee. Well, I'm following Kairi Sane, but now she's gone.
Cry me a river.
Anyhow.
Oh, by the way, more fucking shooting. Okay, so this episode was originally supposed to be called Return of the Mark, and I was going to sing Return of the Mark.
It is.
But that motherfucker's like, yeah, man, I have to work late. This motherfucker's on Facebook going birthday drinks.
Yeah, so he decided to go.
It's his birthday. All he had to say was, dude, it's my birthday.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Motherfuckers.
I don't get it. So, I mean, I don't get him. I really don't.
So
all he could have done...
Possibly. Probably not. Might be on sometime. Maybe. Don't know a day.
So, here's the reality of it. We're sitting here recording. I'm actually posting something to Instagram. Mark can go fuck himself because he doesn't show up. He says he comes on and whatever. But we will be doing a lot more posting on Instagram here. So check us out on Instagram. Obviously, Twitter, at Sleazy Fatman for us. I'm at TWS Sleazy. Fatman's at TWS Fatman. Check us out.
At me, bro. I don't give a fuck what all y'all say. At me, bro. And
Yeah.
bras.
Yeah.
Bros and bras.
Bras and... Wait, what? Bras?
Bros and bras.
Oh. Okay. Sure. That sounds good. Okay. So, on that note, on that terrible disappointment.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Thanks. For Sleazy.
For the fat man.
This is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Bring it. I ain't no scared. America.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain of the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm a well-gone sad.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.